Hello, am I live? I'll never get used to this new method, and now I have to try to find my stream so I can find chat. All right, make sure I have sound. Yep, okay, not much of a delay either, so it's good. All right, so I know it's a very random time and everything, and the title is very, very odd. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And I know I've been missing for a little bit, but I feel at this point, most of you are used to that. And I kind of wanted to talk about that as well. As Momo stalks me in the background. Basically, I want to talk about what the title says. So we're going to test some of these e-liquids that I got. I figured it might be entertaining. Who knows? We'll see. As well as talk about a more serious topic and what I've been dealing with right now and for a while now. So yeah. As far as which ones I'm going to do from the Zamplebox, it's probably just going to be the ones with the higher VG. Some of these are pretty low VG-wise, and I can't do those. I have to do at least a 70-30, preferably higher, especially if I'm dripping. So we're going to do one of whatever ones are the highest in VG. So it looks like Berry White is high in that from Strange Clouds, so we'll check that one out. It's a berry custard, and a lot of these other ones are 70, which I can do, but we'll table that for a moment. And this one doesn't have a card, which is kind of annoying, but whatever. Doesn't say on the packaging. So anyway, well, I guess while I'm looking at this, so you're not just watching me look at crap, I'll talk about the title. So I'm sure a lot of you have noticed, maybe it's not so noticeable because you've always known me in this state, because I've pretty much always been in this state. I've been dealing with a lot of depression lately. It's a different type of depression that I'm used to. I'm used to the more sad, crying all the time type of depression. And for me lately, it's been more of a I just don't give a shit about anything depression, where nothing really brings me happiness. It's just like really depressing. I'm not going to touch too much on that because I don't want to be a downer. It's part of the reason I don't want to talk about it. But I feel like I'm gone so often, and a lot of people make comments about how I'm quiet, this, that, and everything else. Most of you that have known me for any length of time already know the answer to that, but it gets asked often enough and commented often enough. I figured I would just talk about it. So that's what I've been dealing with lately. Like, not really necessarily sad. Sometimes I am, but it's mostly just no motivation. I don't feel like doing anything. Everything seems pointless for the most part. So yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. I have started very recently talking to a psychologist, which is something I did not want to do because I've tried it many times in the past. It was never helpful for me. But I'm at the point where I have to do something because obviously doing nothing is not helping either. So that's where I'm at. Also trying to get other parts of my life sorted to help with that. Trying to eat better. At some point, I need to be more active. I think that would help as well. Not quite there yet. Hopefully soon. So yeah, as far as the YouTube thing, as I'm sure you've noticed, I've backed more and more off of YouTube for quite a while now. It's kind of just been a gradual thing where I've just been on less and less. And part of that is due to my mental state. I just honestly don't want to. And I feel like if I don't want to do something, it comes across very clearly. At least that's what I'm told. And I just don't want to bog everyone else down with my crap. You know, a lot of people go on YouTube and other forms of entertainment, or whatever you want to call this, for an escape. They don't want to hear about your problems and how sad you are and this and that, because, you know, everyone has their own crap to deal with. But at the same time, every now and then, I think it's okay to talk about it, because I know I personally feel not better, but not as like alone if I know other people are going through things that are similar to mine. Kind of like the whole misery loves company, but not necessarily in the way I think that saying is intended. But it's more so, you know, you're not alone in how you're feeling. I think sometimes it's nice to know, or not even nice to know. I don't know how to phrase it, but I'm sure you get my point. So I figured I would talk about it to some degree. And just so you know, if I'm gone for an extended period of time through YouTube, which honestly I've thought about just not doing it altogether many times, but I don't know that that's the right approach either. So I don't know. All right. So just know if I'm gone for an extended period of time, I'm just dealing with crap, trying to get my life together, and don't take it personally. As far as I know, for the foreseeable future, I'll still be on Vixens, so that it is somewhere to see me if you so want to. I also pop in on Fresh's show every now and then. It's going to be on Fridays now instead of Saturday. I just don't like doing the Saturday mornings thing. I'm not a morning person. And it conflicts with a lot of things I have going on Saturday, because Saturday is pretty much my only free day out of the whole week, because Sunday I have Vixens every Sunday. So, and then I work Monday through Friday, and I work late. So pretty much my only free day. So when I need to make appointments, like, you know, massage therapist or whatever, it's the only day I have. So it's just, I'd rather just do it on Friday night. I work from home right now. It might change if I hopefully get another job. But for now, I'll be on Fresh's Friday show every now and then. I'm still not going to do every Friday, but I'm trying to do the every other week thing. Anyway, so we're going to get into the Strange Clouds Berry White. This is a berry custard. I don't think these have Nick in them. I don't think any of them do. And this is a 80 VG. This is the highest one. And I'm pretty sure the Space Jam, which is the other two I grabbed, these are labeled high VG. It doesn't say specifically how much, but looking at the viscosity of it, looks maybe like a 75 or 80 VG, which is what I like. So, yeah. Did I like bum everyone out? The chat's not talking anymore. I guess on a bright note, I am on the bowling league. I've mentioned it a couple of times. And my team is we won the first half of the league, or whatever you want to call it. So basically we're guaranteed to bowl at the end for like championship, or whatever you would call that for bowling. So that's exciting. Very nerve-wracking for me, because I don't deal well under pressure. And I seem to bowl worse when I'm under pressure, but to even get to that point is nice to know that we're like definitely going to be bowling for that. So that's pretty cool. I never thought that was a possibility, because I'm not great at bowling. My dad and my brother are decent, or good, I guess. I'm decent, they would be good. And my sister is kind of in between. She's getting better though. So I don't know. Oh, there's everyone. If it's good enough for my pets. I'm lost there. The weird thing about the pets thing is like there are certain times where like, and this is like kind of corny, but since I don't have kids, they are my kids. It's like they're the only reason that, you know, I've moved forward. Because if I'm not around or I'm not in a good place, you know, they wouldn't have anyone. Anyway, I want to move away from that topic. Even though right now I'm almost getting on my last nerve. So Berry White by Strange Clouds. It's not bad. I'm very picky about custards because I don't like the egg note in custard. Like I hate Capella's vanilla custard V1. I think it's awful. This has more, almost like a pudding-ish flavor to it. It's not too, I'm not getting much of any egg. It's almost like a vanilla frosting. Not getting a whole lot of berry though. It's supposed to be a blueberry cream filled custard. I don't get a whole lot of blueberry. The custard note is very nice. It's just kind of interesting. I'm not getting any of the berry from it. I get a slight, almost like peppery note. So I'm like curious to know if they've used something like, I wonder if they managed to slide a little bit of that damn Capella custard in there. Because I think I get pepper from that. I know I get pepper from the TFA vanilla white chocolate, or not vanilla white chocolate, the TFA white chocolate, and there's another, oh, the vanilla ice cream. I also get the pepper from. I don't know if that has something going on with that. I don't know. But yeah, it's actually not bad. I mostly just get like a vanilla frosting type thing though. I don't get any berry at all. If I smell it, I get the faintest hint of a blueberry, but I don't really taste it. Momo has been pretty annoying lately, which I know is mean, but essentially she's been having some issues, which is part of the whole mental thing. Because I never had issues with her the whole time I've had her, but you know, she's getting older and these things happen. So she's been at the vet quite a lot. But essentially I had to switch her food. So she doesn't eat dry food anymore. It seems to be too difficult for her to digest it. So she's been eating wet food. And the thing is I have to feed her wet food a lot more often than I would have fed her dry food. Because for the dry food, I just leave it out and cats would eat it when they want to eat it. But for the wet food, I can't do that because number one, Blue will just come and eat it all. And number two, and just, I don't know, it's mainly just number one. Because Blue, she's a growing girl. She has a growing girl appetite. And of course, the wet food apparently tastes better than the dry food. So that's all they want. But now Momo is constantly crying at me because I only like leave a little bit of the food down for her. But then she eats it all and then cries or stares at me like that. I don't know if you can see her. I think you can. She just stares at me like that. Like, when are you going to feed me? I'm still hungry. even though I'm just going to take 2 bites of it and then leave it there, because that's what she does as well. She'll eat it and then not even finish it. So it's really annoying because I just fed her maybe an hour ago. But yeah, that's what Momo does. She just sits there and she stares at me. Sometimes she'll cry. But I try to be patient with her because, like I said, she is getting older and apparently she's got something going on. It seems to be kidney related, like all the symptoms, and they did a blood panel and she does have slightly elevated levels when it comes to her kidneys. Thus, the wet food, it's supposed to be better for that as well. So yeah. Anyway, Space Jam Helio Milk. I don't know that I've tried any Space Jams. I've only tried the clones. I think they made Andromeda, which is the first e-liquid my dad liked, but it was a clone of it. So I don't know that I've ever actually had the e-liquid itself and not the clone of it. But the Andromeda clone is good. So Helio Milk is a honey cream, just honey cream, I guess. Hello, Frank. Now, honey is another one I'm picky about, particularly picky about. Let's see if it says a ratio. Of course not. I got a lot of good reviews, but doesn't always mean anything. The thing with honeys is, number one, everyone knows, well, most people know about the smell. It can have a very off-putting aroma when you vape it. That's mainly the issue I have with honeys. But I've gone out of my way to make sure I try the ones that people generally like. My favorite honeys are, probably my number one is Flora. I really like the honeybee. I like that. It is a little floral, but I prefer that over the darker version of honey that other things are. I like the fact that it's lighter. It's also very strong. I feel like every honey is very strong. You have to use it really low. Prior to that, I was using, I think, Flavor Art or Inawera. I think both of those are pretty good. You just have to use them low. I've never tried the TFA one. And I don't think I've tried Wonder Flavors yet. It kind of worried me because they're honey roasted peanut. Like if it's anything like that honey, it did have the aroma. It tasted good, but the aroma was there and I can't do it. That's pretty nice. It definitely tastes like the honey, and it's a nice, sweet, the standard honey. I wouldn't say it's floral. Also, almost has like a malty kind of taste to it, though. I don't know if that's just the honey, or maybe they're using a darker cream. It says it's a natural whipped wild honey. I'm trying to find like descriptions because there's really none on there. Dang it. I just want the description of the damn flavor. So annoying. Hello, little angel. I'm doing okay. How are you? Yeah, just this honey cream, fresh cream. So yeah, it's just a honey cream. It doesn't look like there's really anything else going on here. It's not super creamy to me. Maybe I'm just extra and like things to be really thick if they're going to be called creamy. I mostly just get honey and like an almost malted milkshake kind of flavor. I don't know if that's just coming from the honey mixed with the cream is creating like a malt-like flavor. Which isn't bad. To me, I would want it to be creamier. Because if I'm just going to vape a honey, I'd prefer just to vape like Flavora Honeybee by itself. It's okay. I wouldn't pay for this. No way in hell. I wouldn't even just vape this to vape it. I'd have to alter it in some way to make it a little bit better for me to actually vape this. So that's what happens when you DIY and you have at least like 5 recipes that are decent that you can vape. You become very picky. Like if I were just a regular vapor, not DIYing, you settle for things like, oh, this is okay. I don't hate it, so I can vape it. And since I DIY and I have so many flavors at my disposal, it's like, do I love this? No. So I'm not going to vape it. And that's kind of where I'm at with this one. It's just okay. It's not bad. It's just okay. I would say I prefer the berry white to that one, even though it has no blueberry that I can taste. I don't know. I'm just not the type of person that would just vape honey by itself and enjoy that. That's just me. I'm also getting a very dry mouth. I don't know if that's from this or just the fact that I've been talking for the last hour and a half because I was talking before I went live. Probably not a good idea, but I figured I was already here. Might as well do a video. So I've actually been meaning to do this video in particular for a couple weeks now. I just haven't felt up to it for one reason or another. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Oh, one exciting thing for me, I got an air fryer. Absolutely love it. I never really got the appeal of air fryers. I guess maybe because I didn't understand everything that they could do. I kind of just thought they could air fry and that's it. And for me, I don't eat meat anymore for the most part. And I feel like a lot of that would be either, doing meats like wings, things like that, or doing a lot of the prepackaged deep fried foods, which, I try not to eat a whole lot of. So for me, it just didn't seem like a good idea to get. It would be like enabling me to eat foods I shouldn't be eating anyway. But then, as I was talking to more and more people, because my dad raves about his, like he absolutely loves his. And I was talking to other people that have one and love theirs as well. There's a lot you can do with it. You can bake with it. You can pretty much do everything that an oven can do, which is nice. Because like I generally would use a toaster oven to cook a lot of things. The problem with the one I have, at least, you can't bake with it, which I'm very upset about because I bought like all these little pans to specifically fit in there to do that. The problem is the little rack. I only have 2 places where you can put the rack. And in order for it to cook evenly on both sides, there would have to be like a middle part, like another little notch in between the 2 notches that are there. Because the way that the notches are now, one is either very close to the top or very close to the bottom. So what ends up happening is, because like I tried to make muffins in there once, it cooks pretty well on the bottom, but not so well on the top. And a muffin's not necessarily something you can just flip and, cook. So that was like the problem I had with like just a regular oven. Also, the air fryer cooks it a lot quicker. And also, in my opinion, it's a lot crispier too, than I would get from just a conventional toaster oven. So yeah, I'm digging it quite a lot. Yeah, well, Frank, I'm in the realm of needing to eat healthier. It's not so much a want. I need to. I've never really. I don't even know that I've ever owned an actual fryer because I just knew that would be a recipe for disaster for me. Like if I'm frying all my food, like, nope. So I don't think I've ever had a fryer. But even just pan frying things isn't the healthiest thing. So I will say that the air fryer does use a lot less oil. It just has a lot of benefits to it. So I'm digging that. And I like the fact that you can bake in it. Like I made waffles the other day. They were more like pancakes in the shape of waffles, but they were still in that realm. Cooked them really well. I even did broccoli in it, which was just kind of a experiment because I was making my little fake chicken patty thing, and I wanted to have broccoli and then rice and cheese. So I figured I would just throw the broccoli in there because I wanted to kind of warm it up a little bit. And what it ended up doing is turning it into kind of like a broccoli chip, which was interesting. It had a very light, airy texture to it, which broccoli, I think it's pretty thick. Like it has a pretty dense texture typically. So for it to turn from that into just like air was interesting. Definitely not what I was going for, but I mean, it was fine. I definitely would revise the way I cooked it if I tried to do it again, because I feel like it might be able to work. Because ideally, what I would like is for the broccoli just to be warmed up and a little crunchy, because that's how I like my broccoli. It's just lightly steamed to the point where it still has crunch to it, but it's warm and not, the full crunch or whatever, just like a little bit of a crunch. So I don't know. We'll try it again. Hi, Momo. I still see you. Yep. All right. So this one is Space Jam Strawberry Milkshake, or Meteor Milk, I guess is the name. Strawberry Milkshake is the description. We'll see how that one is. Meteor Milk. I'm sure it's probably not going to be much more descriptive than that. Strawberry Milkshake. No. It is a 70-30. So both of those were a 70-30. So I don't know. That is one thing that irritates me about high VG, that description, is it seems to vary from place to place. Like a lot of places, and probably this one, it means that there was no additional PG added outside of the flavoring. But like 30% flavoring is a lot of flavoring. So if they're using 30% flavor, that's kind of ridiculous. And this is why I don't vape pre-made crap. The hell? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't know if the shit's just bad, but I get like, no. It's like a metallic flavor, like candy when it goes bad, like a sugary candy when it goes bad. It has like that metallic weird note to it. Or I'm trying to think of something else that has that note to it. Yeah, just like a stale candy. It has like that, like you're licking a tin or something. I don't know where that's coming from. And then on top of that, whatever milk they're using, it tastes like spoiled milk. So it's essentially metal, spoiled milk, and like rotten berry, like a hint of rotten berry. It's not like prominent. No bueno. I'm not even gonna try to vape that again. That's terrible. I want to have like my stepmom or my dad try it as well and see if it's just me being picky or if this crap is just horrible. I don't like that one. So of the two, I definitely prefer the honey, even though it's a basic bitch blend. At least it's not repulsive. I like a stale cereal, like a stale berry cereal. Like you take your cereal, like a berry crunch, put some milk in it, and then just leave it out for like a couple days, and the milk sours. It's kind of like what it's going on. And the cereal was stale to begin with. I think that's kind of like what this is. Not good. I don't recommend. Even the vapor doesn't smell very good. But again, I'm picky about creams as well. I'm just picky in general, really. Momo, why? You agree it's nasty? She said, yeah. I don't know if you could hear that. All right. I don't know if you guys want me to do any more. We have a banana custard, baked cinnamon churro and ice cream, orange creamsicle, strawberry lychee and pomegranate, a vanilla custard. This one seems to be pretty custard heavy. And then this other one, it doesn't really have a whole lot of descriptions to it because it doesn't have the card with it. We have a black or Belvic. I'm guessing it's supposed to be black. BLVK unicorn. In that's the vanilla custard one. Is that supposed to be this one? Okay, so that goes there. This is the other one. So this one's a strawberry cheesecake, it looks like. Gorilla custard. We have that one. We have a banana custard. Orange cream, which is an orange creamsicle. Yeah, this is... They must use like the same brands over and over again. So I did have the right box. The 1-Up kind of threw me off because the other one had 2 1-Up flavors, and this one also has 2 1-Up flavors. Never heard of them before in my life. So this one's a strawberry churro ice cream. Orgasm, which I have no idea what that profile is. And then a vanilla custard by BLVK Unicorn, which I don't know, somebody said that they were a decent company. And Mo, shut up. Dragon fruit and berry with a light custard touch by Full Metal Juice, FMJ. I don't know. Do any of those sound interesting to you? Any of them at all? I kind of want to do this this BLVK one since somebody said it was supposed to be good, or a good company anyway. I'm kind of afraid now because that last one was freaking awful. Maybe the rose gold. I didn't see that one in here. Oh, it's this one. This gorilla fruit one. I don't like the label. I know it's like petty. It just looks cheesy to me. It looks basic and I don't know. It looks cheap. Like this one, this Vape Craft one, it looks kind of classy, you know. I don't know. It just looks do matter. Don't lie. Looks do matter. Like that one looks nice. Even the one up, kind of the similar little style going on. It has a little different, some different colors going on. Still classy looking, little upscale. Not as like cartoony. Like I don't like that crap. It's nice. Makes you feel like it might at least not be shit, even if it still is shit. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. Same with this black unicorn. The label looks fine. I don't even know if you could see that because the glare on this monitor is so bad. Probably not. So the Gorilla one is supposed to be good. Which one? I have 3 of them. There's a strawberry cheesecake, or what looks like a strawberry cheesecake or custard. There's a banana custard, and then there's the lychee and pomegranate. Yeah, and that's another thing with this one. I don't even know. I'm guessing it's a strawberry custard. Like it says strawberry, but what strawberry? I don't know. I'm guessing a custard. I'm guessing they're all custards. I don't know. But we can try one of those. Banana and strawberry. So both of them are good. Well, since we already did a strawberry and it was awful, we'll try the banana one. And I also feel like bananas are harder to do than strawberries. So we'll try that one. One company that makes good custard that's commercial is, oh God, what are the names? Vapetasia. Vapetasia makes good custard. And I think we'll bounce after this because my mouth is getting dry from all this talking and my throat's getting sore. So I've been pretty much talking nonstop for probably about 2 hours when we end this. Yeah, making labels is not always easy, and I get that. Like, I'll show you the labels that we made. Well, I'll show you. But at least you can see, in mine at least, the profiles that it is. Like it's a watermelon and there's blueberries. And it is backwards because I don't know. It's still a little like, you know, it's not as classy as I would have preferred, but we were kind of working with limited resources. So it's cute. It's to me, it's clear what it is. So that's the one we went with. If I had any like skills in Photoshop or any of that crap, if I ever do a one shot again where I have the option to create a label, it'd probably be different. I would go for something more kind of along the lines of this one or the other one, really any of them. Like something kind of more basic but elegant. There's something like refined about it where it's not so in your face. Plus it's more adult looking, kind of like a liquor. Like the way a nice little fancy liquor bottle looks. It just looks elegant and looks like it's made for an adult, which is what, you know, we should be going for. Anyway, so this is the BLVK vanilla custard. There's a lot of custards here. know. It has like that egginess thing going on that I don't care for. If you like vanilla custard by Capella, you might like this. I hate it. I'd be convinced to know that, or I'm convinced that that's in there. That's probably the base of what they used for that. Not a fan. I get like a metallic note from it, which is weird. Thank you, Adam. Somebody told me that. But I don't think we were talking at the time. Actually, I know we weren't because this was like, oh God. I don't know how long ago it was, but it was a while ago. But I appreciate it. I kind of would like to learn to do it myself, though, because I find that like if you noticed our Mix and Vixen's thumbnails have been non-existent. That's because I don't really know how to do them. So they kind of just been what it is. But that would be something that I would like to know how to do. Hi, Gizzard. All right, last one we're going to do is this banana gorilla custard. Oh, that's another thing. Speaking of Gizzard, I think the next time I go live, we'll do maybe his Work Life custards because they have been steeping. I finally did manage to mix them. I'd say a few weeks ago. I don't remember exactly, but it's been a while. Had I remembered, I might have done those today. I forgot again. But at least they're mixed. They are definitely mixed. Maybe we'll do those. I'm kind of afraid to do those live because I'm so picky, and if I hate them, I don't want to be mean. The Gizzard told me to mix them. He was very adamant about me doing that. So I almost feel like he's asking for it. I don't know. And that's part of the reason why I try not to do too many of like other people's mixes and stuff like that. Because I don't want to be offensive. I know that might seem like I don't give a shit. I do. I genuinely don't want people to feel like shit. It's not what I go for, even though it sometimes doesn't always come across that way. And I know personally, you know, if I put a lot of time into a recipe and someone shits all over it, like, it sucks, you know? I don't cry about it, but it sucks. And especially if I'm picky on top of it, I'm more than likely not going to like it just because I am picky. I don't like most of the stuff that I mix myself. I don't know. Hello, Pippa. Well, if I have your permission, Giz, I will try to remember to do yours maybe the next time I go live. I just don't know when that'll be, though. But with custards, I guess the longer you wait, maybe the better. I don't know. I don't really mix things with steeping in mind anymore. I try to make them good right away because I'm impatient. I don't want to have to wait a month. Oh, puddings. Well, you said they had to steep, so to me, custards have to steep. I don't know about puddings. But maybe for the creams to come out. Okay, so this is the Gorilla Custard Banana. It's okay. It tastes like runts and cream. Definitely doesn't taste like a real banana, in my opinion. At least it doesn't have that, it wasn't like the last couple we tried. Those were gross. This is pleasant. like I said, it just tastes like a runts, like the fake banana or like a banana taffy, that artificial candy banana flavor, and a cream. And the cream is nice. It's not too eggy or metallic or anything like that. It's a nice cream. Um, I just prefer, like, if I'm going to be going like the bakery route or dessert route with a banana, I want it to taste like the actual fruit. I don't want a candied banana in there. To me, it just tastes weird. The only time I would use a candy banana would be in a candy, but that's just me. Aren't you usually doing a show right now, Frank? But yeah, the gorilla one was okay. Wasn't bad. Mixing wise, the bananas that I like are for like a more authentic banana would be the banana puree by Wonder Flavors, which I don't even know why I'm showing you these because everything's backwards. At least from what I'm seeing, it's backwards. Malin Berry's banana, soft banana, is okay. It's a little bit more candied, but it's not too bad. Like, it has like a hint of candiness. I don't think I've ever tried a banana outside of Banana Nut Bread by TFA that doesn't have any kind of candy element to it. So with the soft banana by Malin Berry, I definitely still get a slight hint of a candied banana, but it does have enough of the authentic banana that I'm okay with it. Like, it's a little bit more usable. The banana puree is really good for smoothies and stuff like that because it definitely has a different type of texture than the Malin Berry, which is weird when you talk about vape texture, but I don't know. I guess the banana puree is a little bit more thinned out, if you could imagine that, I guess. It's really weird, but it's the only way I can describe it. So yeah, those are the two. And then if I'm doing like a bakery, like a cheesecake or a bread or a pudding, anything like that, I would use the TFA banana nut bread. I really like that one. It's what I used in my banana pudding, which is, I think, still my highest rated recipe. That's what I used in there. And I've tried remixing it since then with different types of flavors, and I haven't been able to find a better variation. Hello, Max. Momo, shut it. This cat's driving me nuts. So yeah. I guess if I had to rate the ones I tried, my favorite would be the berry white one. I like the cream note in that one the best. Even though it's supposed to be a custard, I don't really get a custard necessarily from it. But the whatever that is, the cream. Well, it says blueberry cream filled custard. So I get mainly cream. I don't get a lot of custard. I don't get any blueberry. But it's like a nice vanilla frosting that I'm getting from it. So if I had to vape any of these, I'd probably vape this one. The other ones seem like they'd be very cloying if I tried to vape them all day. The second one would probably be the honey cream by Space Jam, the Helio milk. I probably would have to alter it though and add something else on top of the honey because pretty much all I was getting from that is honey, and that would be very boring to vape. The next one would be the Gorilla Custard Banana. Not my favorite, but it's okay. And then what other ones? Oh, we did the BLVK Belvic. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to pronounce that. The Unicorn Belt Black BLVK Unicorn Vanilla Custard That one would be the second to the last or least favorite one. And the very last would be the Space Jam Meteor Milk, that strawberry awful milk that tasted like it was spoiled. That one was disgusting. That's probably the only one I would say is disgusting. The BLVK one definitely wasn't for me, but I could see maybe someone liking that one. I don't know who the hell would like the Meteor Milk. That one was gross. It could be that it was bad. I don't know. I don't know how long these things sit around. Or it could just be the fact that I'm sensitive to milks in, flavoring wise. A lot of times I will get a spoiled note in them, especially like a sweet cream, like TFA sweet cream. If I go above like 0.25%, I just can't do it. It tastes like spoiled milk. And even then I try to avoid that flavor, but it is good for like a cereal milk type vibe at a low percentage. But yeah, I get a lot of spoiled notes from milks in general. The hell is this? Can we stop talking about food? I gotta figure out what the hell I need to eat for breakfast. Or not breakfast, lunch. I very quickly ate some dry cereal before I had an appointment, a Skype appointment. That's why I was talking for an hour before this. I'm going to be making homemade, well, I say not to talk about food, and then I'm about to start talking about food. Hi, Momo. Yeah, Inaware custard is pretty good. It has like that little bit of egginess to it, but it's not overpowering. So that is a good custard to use if you're wanting just the hint of the egginess. FA Premium I also like. I like Flavora's custard. Flavora's custard, to me, the vanilla custard, is kind of just like the base custard for me. So like if I'm looking just for a basic custard, I want to be very versatile, kind of throw it in something. That's the one I would use if I'm not looking for something specific. If I'm looking for something more rich, a little bit more buttery, I'd go for the premium. I heard the TFA vanilla custard too is really good. It's supposed to be very similar to the FA premium, so I will be grabbing that soon. And I do like the Inaware custard again if I'm looking for just something with a hint of egginess to it. I'll use that one. I hate Capella's vanilla custard. And Malin Berry's custard is actually good too. It's kind of among the same lines as Flavora's, where it's pretty versatile. You can just throw it in something. You don't need to have it steep. That's a good one as well. I just tend to recommend Flavora's because it's more accessible to people. Because up until recently, it was very difficult to get Malin Berry anywhere. You pretty much had to go either direct from them. Vapors Tech had them, and DIY Vapor Supply had them, and that was about it. Now you can get some of them from Bull City, so I'm a little bit, happier suggesting them now because I don't know. Most people get irritated if someone's constantly recommending crap to them that they can't get. It's just kind of frustrating. It's like, well, I do want it, but I can't get it because I live here. I didn't like the legendary custard. I was actually very disappointed in that one because I like the regular custard a lot. I expected that one to be, good. I didn't like it. I've only tried a selective few of the newer flavors from Malin Berry. I'm behind again with single flavor testing crap. It's hard. Between Wonder Flavors and Malin Berry, bringing out new stuff so frequently. It's hard. I still have things from the last, not this past batch, but the batch before that for both Wonder Flavors and Malin Berry that I haven't even tried yet. It's just too much. So that's why I've been trying to incorporate, like if I am mixing a profile that utilizes a flavor like one of the newer flavors, I'll throw that in there. It's not the best way to try a flavor for the first time, but at this point, I kind of just need to do what I'm actually going to do. You know what I mean? Like single flavor testing every single flavor I have is great in theory to get accurate notes, etc. But when you have like over 1,200 flavors, not very realistic. I will say I really enjoyed the cookie though, the soft baked cookie or whatever it was, which is supposed to be part of the cookie bite that they had made previous to this last batch. I do like the soft cookie base or whatever it is. I do like that. My all-day vape varies. I try to switch it because if I vape something for too long, I become mute to it. That's what happened with lemonades, and it kind of fucked my taste buds up. My taste buds are still screwed up. I can't taste certain fruits. Unfortunately, strawberry is one of them, where I'll taste it for like a couple pulls and then it disappears for the most part. So I try to switch it up. So lately it's been, right now, I'm doing Boom by Malin Berry, which is the strawberry watermelon. I'm going to switch it after this one, though. I might go back. I've been vaping King, Flavor Art King with Malin Berry's jelly candy. I really like the jelly candy as well. It's a nice additive to fruits. I was mixing that at equal parts for weeks. So that's what I was doing. Before that, what was I vaping? Oh, I think I was vaping peppermint. I was on a peppermint kick for a long time, where I was vaping a peppermint cream that I think have public. That was because I was on and off sick or allergies or something where my throat and stuff was sore, so I was vaping that for a while. I had to force myself off that one because I just kept vaping it forever. Where did it go? Peppermint cream. Maybe it's here. It sounds like it's raining outside. Oh, here it is. It's a pretty simple mixture. It's only 4 ingredients. Some of the ingredients might not be easy to get, though. One-on-one whipped cream is a flavor I've really grown to like, or not even grown to like. It's a flavor I really like, and I have to force myself not to put it in everything. It's just kind of hard to get. I got mine from DIY Vapor Supply. I'm trying to get it other places, but we'll see if that happens. I really like Flowbora Peppermint. I've never been a mint person as far as vaping. Like, I never cared for it because it came across mouthwashy to me. However, Flavora's peppermint is really good, especially if you pair it with a cream and a cookie. Sounds weird, but the cookie kind of tames the mint a little bit. It makes it more, I don't know, vapable. Less like a mouthwash, more of like a subdued mint. And then the marshmallow and the whipped cream also help just make it more smooth. It's a really nice one, especially if you're sick or have allergies. Because like I can't vape anything normal when I'm sick. I have to vape something minty, otherwise my throat gets jacked. I absolutely love Flavor Art King. It's one of my all-time favorite flavors. The first time, I'm trying to find the video I talked about it in. Very first time I tried it, I was like wowed. Because I think I tried all of like the new flavor arts at the same time. It was something I did, where I tried that one and like a bunch of others, and that one was the one that really stood out to me. And I just love that flavor. I can vape it on its own. It's perfectly fine on its own. I just wanted to add the jelly candy to it just to do something a little different. But yeah, I really like that flavor. It's very good. It's a mixture of a lot of different flavors. To me, it tastes like the red part of the red and clear gummy worm, like that flavor, whatever that's supposed to be. That's what it reminds me of. It's supposed to be like a blackcurrant gummy or something like that, or a blackcurrant something. But that's what I get from it, is like the red part of the gummy worm. But it's really good. What is Ian Thomas doing? Jelly candy. I'm guessing it's something with jelly candy. But yeah, that's my go-to. A lot of Flavora's flavors can be single flavored, like mixed or whatever. So if I'm like lazy, which is most times, I'll either do Flavora candy roll. That's good on its own. What was the other Flavora? Wild melon is also good on its own. It's a mixture of several types of melon. I think it's watermelon, cantaloupe, and something else. I can't remember what the other one is. I think there's like 3 melons to it, but it's really good. Blueberry Flavora blueberry muffin is also good by itself. I'm sure there's other ones I can't think of right now. Malin Berry has a couple ones that are good by themselves. So yeah, I'll generally just do that. I just cycle between things. Yeah, I don't get an apple candy from it. I don't like apples, like apple flavorings. For me, candy roll, it tastes spot on like this one e-liquid that I liked from Lazarus Vintage. It's described as like a candied champagne or some crap. It's almost kind of floral to me. Like it has a floral note to it. But it's mainly like a sweet, like those sweet tarts, or Smarties. It kind of reminds me of the Smarties. It's not spot on. I've found ways to make it spot on, but that's what it's most similar like to me. Kind of like in between a pixie stick and the Smarties, not the UK Smartie or whatever it is. There's different types of Smartie. There's like one that's a chocolate, not that one. The one that's like the fruit in the chalk roll things. I don't know. It's an American thing. I don't know that they're very popular anywhere else, but they're like a fruity, chalky kind of candy. It sounds kind of gross, but I don't know. I think they're pretty good. But yeah, I really like the Flavora candy roll, but I also use it very low, like at 0.25% kind of low, because otherwise it can get a little bit bitter. It's similar to Flavor Arts, Red Bull, or whatever. They changed a bowl candy. They changed it a couple different times to different names, but it's like the one that's supposed to taste like Red Bull. Similar to that, but to me smoother, which is why I prefer Flavora's version to it. Does anyone have any other questions? Try to get out of here at 3 because I'm starting to get a headache. So another thing I've been dealing with is my grinding. I grind my teeth in my sleep when I'm stressed out, and it's like fucked up my jaw. So most days I have a headache. So I'm trying to get that situated, because having a headache every single day when you wake up all the way throughout the day, it sucks. Yeah, my taste buds are definitely weird. I get a lot of things that other people don't, and vice versa. Yeah, I went to my original dentist, like the one I go to for anything else. The problem with when you grind your teeth or have any kind of TMJ issue, um, it's not really handled by anyone because it's like it's not quite something your dentist would do, and it's not quite something your regular doctor would do. There's really not a TMJ specialist, really. Like they're kind of there's doctors that are more apt to deal with them, but they're not really even a specialist. It's really weird. So basically, I went to my regular dentist. They gave me a mouth guard to at least protect my teeth. And the last time I had these issues, because I started grinding my teeth like years ago, like a decade ago, and then it kind of went away over time. I have no idea why. But when they gave me the mouth guard, it kind of cleared everything up. Like I didn't have the pain anymore, and it was fine. I just wore it at night when I would sleep, and that was it. This last time, I don't know if it's just the specific mouth guard I have now compared to then, it hasn't really helped at all. Like it's helped slightly maybe, but I still have horrific pain. Like right now, it's just like all in here, all like everything here, in my ears. Sometimes it's just my entire head. It's bad. Um, so yeah, I looked online to see if there was a TMJ specialist near me that was covered by my insurance, and I found the place that I went to on Thursday. He checked everything out because there's different reasons why you can grind your teeth or why you would grind your teeth. And he's trying to narrow down what the issue is. And it turns out it's what I thought it was, is stress, and it's more of a muscular issue than my joint or my jaw, my teeth, that kind of thing. It's muscular. Like I clench my teeth when I'm stressed out or whatever, and then also grind my teeth. So basically, what they did is they fitted me for a different mouth guard that's designed to help with people that are clenching. It makes you more cognizant that you're doing it so you can stop doing it. Because it's essentially my muscle right here is just super tight. So yeah, we're trying that. I'm getting 2 different ones, one I can wear during the day and then one specifically for nighttime. If that doesn't work, then we'll have to try something else. So yeah, good news is it's nothing, doesn't seem to be anything with my actual jaw, because that would be harder to fix. That would probably require surgery or something. It's not my teeth alignment, because that could be the issue too, which would require braces, things like that. So yeah. Yeah, the daily headaches, it's like I'm already irritable as it is. Add that on top of everything else, it's like a whole new world of bitchiness. And like, contrary to what people may think, I don't like being a bitch. I really don't. Like, I feel like shit when I'm a bitch to somebody for no reason. But it is what it is. I'm trying to sort everything out so that isn't so much of a thing. On top of, I just don't want to be in pain, obviously, 24/7. That's not fun either. Especially when my job requires me to talk. And even talking, a lot of days hurts just to move my mouth at all. So yeah, hopefully that's sorted. I get my new mouth guard Thursday. We'll see. Lately, it's been a little bit better. It does seem to vary. I'm not sure why. Um, it's worse certain days than it is others. I really haven't been able to figure it out, but yeah. Mixed Vixens is on tonight. In a couple hours, actually, about 3 hours. We're doing a tropical custard type thing. It could be really anything. It could be yogurt, pudding, ice cream, who knows? But there's different types of fruits in there. So that should be interesting. It seems very tropical, which is, I think, something Winstead quite likes, is tropical things. So be interesting. So be sure to check that out. And I think we only have one more picture before we go to, you know, the chit chat show, and then the where we bring our guest panel on to critique our or give their opinion on our mixes, and then we start all over again. So if you guys have any pictures you want to submit, there is a post on our Facebook page where you put the picture of whatever item that you would like us to mix. The more obscure, the better. Because if you give us like something plain, more than likely we've probably done it already. Like apple pie, we've done at least a couple times now, or something that was like it. Things of that nature we've probably already done. Thank you, little angel. I'm about to leave as well, but thank you. But yeah, just kind of like circling back because I know some people weren't here in the beginning. As I'm sure you've noticed, I've been missing a lot of the times that my videos have become less and less frequent. I'm just dealing with some stuff I'm trying to deal with currently instead of just not dealing with it at all, which is what I've been doing. Kind of just hoping things would clear up on their own, which they haven't. So, and now I'm seeking more active routes to try to fix whatever is going on with me. But yeah, so if you don't see me on YouTube on this channel as often as sometime in the past, that's why. I don't want to come on here if I don't want to be here. I just think that's pointless. I feel like you guys can sense when that's happening, and I don't want to, like, if I'm not in a good mood, I don't want to bring that out on other people and spread that kind of energy. So I'm going to try to only do this when I feel up to doing it, because I feel like that's a better route to take. So just know, like I said, I'm going through stuff. That's why I'm not here. Hopefully, if I get everything sorted, I'll be a little bit more frequent. Yeah, so that's that. So, yeah, so check us out, Mix of Vixens at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, I guess I'll see you guys when I see you. I am also on Fresh's channel pretty much bi-weekly on his Friday show at night, so you can also see me there. But I'm going to get out of here and take some ibuprofen because my jaw is killing me. So hopefully I won't have a headache by the time the Mixins comes on. So, but yeah, thank you for watching, listening to me, all that kind of good stuff, and have a good day. Bye.